Alright, so this is the second time I'm recording this, but you guys aren't gonna believe it, but remember how like forever ago I made a video on like how I did my take on the 2011 voice, and I like that I have my own take on it. That's cool. But it isn't like accurate because it should that's just not how it's done. Because I figured out basically how it's done. I'm gonna show you like how I did it. So let me get like a clip real quick from my VA folder. No, not my VA folder actually. Like it's in my music folder. So Dylan's the Muffin has posted a video on how he does the 2011 Sonic. No, he didn't post a video on how he did it because he kept that shit to himself. But he posted a video, like of like the voice with the effects, so you get like.
Well, now you've got my interest.
And then he has like the same line completely unedited, so it sounds like.
Well, now you've got my interest.
And basically, I decided like last night like, okay, so if I want to actually recreate the voice, I've got to take the Dylan's a Muffin line and edit it till it sounds like it, right? So we're gonna take the unedited version. I'm gonna show you how I personally figured out how to do the effects. Actually, I should probably keep the original like ready because it is handy. It is very handy. So basically, like we take this clip here, right? Like we're gonna kind of trim it a little. We need to copy it and paste it twice to two different tracks. So we take it like we take a stereo and a stereo, right? So then we copy and paste it, right? Like as we're doing here. And then here's how I figured it out, right? Because how I did it before was that you would pitch down one by -3 and another up like 3, but then like you'd lower the volume, right, of like the other two, so it's a bit of like a background kind of evil kind of thing. But then but that probably works fine with my voice, but it's not accurate. But I did figure out that like how Dylan's a Muffin does it is that he pitches down the first track by -1. So like just give it a minute. Then he pitches down the one after that by -3. So no, we don't need a mix. We need to go effects, change pitch, and then the next one is -3, like this. So go -3, and then he pitches the last one down. Probably. I'm getting awfully close. I'm pitching down by -5, right? And then the result is something a little bit louder and without the reverb. But let's just play back the first part of both and like.
Well, now you've got my interest. Well, now you've got my interest.
It's basically identical, right? Like there's not really much of a difference. So what I then do is that I take these. I can't mix it down accurate. Like I just go to tracks and like mix it down to a new track, and then like as you can see, like this version, this specific clip is a bit louder. So I figure what I do after this point is then I go to like amplify and I do like negative. Let me try -5. Actually, it's negative 5 is pretty there actually. And then for reverb, I do this with these settings. Because Dylan's a Muffin posted like a picture of like a fucked up picture that kind of showed like an Audacity effect, and like this is I think it's the reverb. So then we apply it, right, and then I think we lower the audio a little bit more. I think you should probably lower the audio after applying the reverb, but basically it's not identical because the waveform looks different, but it sounds similar.
Well, now you've got my interest. Well, now you've got my interest. Let's test you out, shall we? Shall we? Shall we?
Like to me, I can't tell a difference. It's basically identical. There's probably a bit more like EQ stuff that Dylan's a Muffin does for his voice, but this is like the footnotes. This is like the basic version. Yay! You can now not record TikTok memes. I hope you don't do that.